You know the Sigma shows the way. All you have to do is give what the community needs. You want to see the showdown versus me? And Westball, you want to see the Sigma beat the fake Alpha? Let's go. You're a fraud, dude. You're fucking washed anyway, man. You want to keep talking shit in my channel now? You're washed, dude. Nobody gives a shit. You know, you have to kiss Deer's ass, right? You have to kiss Deer's ass to get back in. You know, he's gonna protect someone that's got accused of some nasty ass shit, right? I'm not the one that has nasty allegations, dude. I'm not the one that has that stuff. So, you wanna kiss his ass? You wanna defend him? Dude, I don't care. I just don't give a shit. You know? Were you at Genesis? Because last I checked, dude, you weren't there because, you know, you were arguing with Hugs, right? You were arguing with Hugs. And, you know, you chose to argue with someone on Twitter. And that was a mistake. But you chose to argue with a guy on Twitter. And it hurt your reputation big time. So, look, I don't give a shit about all that. But you chose to do that. And then you ran. Yo, Deer sold his soul, man. And you know what? And I know which spirit, which demon he sold his soul to. That's why it's hilarious, dude. If you guys think I'm just making it up, I'm actually not. But, you know, a lot of people are atheists. A lot of people just don't even care about all that shit. So, look, I don't care if he doesn't believe in it either. All I know is I know I'm right. And because I'm right, he's not himself anymore. He's just not himself, dude. What do you know? The Juggle guy was cool and fair about it. Juggle guy has a soul. Juggle guy was like, alright, dude, I'll just keep you in the shadows, which is fine. But the other guy was, oh, I don't want you there, and what you did was offensive, and showing me all these pictures of monkeys, you know, compared to black people and shit, and, you know, how it's a thing already. It's like, dude, I don't need to hear this from you. And also, why are you bringing Chicagoland's ban into it? Why are you bringing Chicagoland's ban into Apex when it's just unrelated entirely? And how do I pose a threat to anyone in the scene, dude? I have people that will vouch for me that I'm not a threat. You know? You can't frame someone, dude. I got frame, man, and I understand BLM's a thing, but there's no oppression, dude. There's no oppression in this scene going on towards black people, dude. And if there was, you would get punished instantly. So, like, why are you, exaggerating some gorilla thing that wasn't about race anyway? You need to let go of that shit. I don't give a shit if people want to say, oh, but he said he didn't mean it like that. So when I say I didn't mean it like that, when I say that, you guys are gonna just say, oh, he's lying. He's lying. Let's get him anyway. So how come when it's Justice saying he didn't mean it like that, you're gonna give him a free pass? And all these white people want to act like they're the good whites by putting the, all the heat onto me. But the fact is, dude, my own region rewarded Justice for his behavior. They didn't punish him. They didn't even say anything about it. So what I'm telling you is that, like, when Toph put me on the map, I wasn't hated. I wasn't hated. Everyone glorified the Sigma gimmick, and they glorified, the way that I behaved. They weren't saying, oh, he's crossing the line, by saying he's never gonna make it to, to the big stage, and this and that. Like, no one was saying that. No one was freaking out by that. So, like, people liked me. People liked me, and they decided for themselves that, hey, I'm jealous, so I am going to go on Twitter and slander his image. I am going to agree and do this for you. Am I saying that Scott was put up to it? Hold on here. Am I saying right now that Scott was put up to making the tweet? I am saying that. I am saying some MFer decided. I don't know if it was Slime. I don't know if it was someone, that works for Beyond the Summit. But all I know is they decided for themselves that they're going to tell Scout, go ahead and make this tweet. And, I don't care if there was money involved. I don't care what the conditions were. But someone put her up to it. And you know what? She told me herself that she felt like a pawn and that, that they shouldn't be banning me. She told me herself that they honestly were overreacting to it.
And maybe I showed the DMs, maybe it was personal, maybe it was private, but I did make an apology. I did actually do it. I really wrote it, and I really, cared, and I felt heartbroken that at the end of it, I got nothing from it. At the end of it, those tweets stayed up, and I still stayed banned from stuff. I lost my Summit 12 opportunity because of that tweet. You want to come in here and expect me to apologize ever again after I lost my Summit spot over that? You think that it's fair that I apologized and that I got punished after the fact? Tell me how that's fair. Tell me why I should continue to play with their system when I did play fair and when I did try and when I really believe that it was malicious for them to do it this way. It was malicious for them to decide that, oh, that's not enough for me. That's not good enough. The thing is, despite whatever people are saying about me, I'm actually really understanding. I'm not a real villain. Here's why I'm not a real villain. I always try to relate to people emotionally. I always try to hear them out. I'll hear them out. I'll hear anyone out. Like, whatever problem you have, there's really nothing on me, and people are just kind of too sensitive. People are just too sensitive. Yeah, none sees it. It's just entertainment. Hugs sees that too. So if we got Hugs and none who can understand, then we know that it's really just everything I've ever done was for the content and the development of the character NoFluxes. It's never been to shame anyone. It's never been to harass anyone. It's never been a prejudice thing. So for anyone to pull that out of their ass and say that it's a prejudice thing now is definitely they're looking to be white knighted. They're looking for they're crying wolf, and it's a cheap thing to do. It's not what someone brave does, by the way. The brave person is strong. The brave person doesn't make a scene and cry about it. The brave person understands. If you're tough and you come from a tough background, you don't cry about it on Twitter. You don't make a scene on Twitter and have the whole mob or whatever attack someone and leave them, to burn. That's not what a tough person does. That's cowardly behavior. Beg all the online TOs and Melee Online Discord to unban me. But here's what I'm gonna say about hacks real quick. Because hacks definitely angered the same people that I'm dealing with. Hacks angered the same exact people. And I really wish that he didn't cave in. He didn't apologize just to try to please those people in the end. Because as far as I know, he's not going to any majors. And as far as I know, he's still on a leash. And that's bullshit. Because if someone apologizes and they're still going to keep you on a leash and treat you like shit anyway, well, point proven, you shouldn't actually listen to the cancel mob. You shouldn't give the cancel mob what they want. NoFluxes is here. Because simply, the cancel mob doesn't understand reasoning. They don't understand how to be level-headed. They're chaotic by nature. They're only chaotic by nature. They don't know anything other than that. They only know chaos. And these people feed off it. They feed off dark energy. They feed off hatred. They feed off, just bullshit drama. That's what they look for every single day. That's what they get on Twitter and they get their little thrill off it. And I'm not about that life. I only have a Twitter account because I stream. I use it as a brand. I never cared to get involved. Look, I know some people care about me. I know some people really do care about me. Deep down, some people are like, hey, this is a good guy that's been, sabotaged several times already. He's a good guy that tried to get a nursing career. And got screwed over. I've been through a hard time, a hard life. I have a real story to share, but, You got idiots out there that don't understand life, they don't understand hardships and struggles. They only want to make assumptions off Twitter drama. Kara, like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch, like, his video, you know? I never watched his video, but I know the situation. I know that for sure they were, like, attacking him. And, you know, it just shows that people are heartless and they don't have any faith in anything greater. It just shows that people, like, are honestly, like, they're just demons. They're just demons. They're all just demons. They're all just pawns. They're all just puppets. They don't understand human values. They don't understand morals. You know, just human decency. You know, these things don't apply to them on a daily basis. They just keep lying their way through everything. They keep rigging everything because that's all they know, and they believe that if they do it and conform with each other to the same agenda, that, you know, then it's okay because they're all doing it right. If they're all following the same agenda, then it must be okay. That's how they feel. But that's not how it works. That's not how karma works. And the law of attraction tells you, if you're feeding into this bad shit, you know, you have that gut instinct. You have that gut instinct that tells you when you're doing something bad. And when you keep going against it all the time, surely it always comes back and blows up in your face. It always come back and blow up in your face. You can never dodge the karma. You can never dodge all the bad energy you've invoked. When you attract it, you just know, like, yeah, you're playing with fire. And trust me, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, and it's a matter of time. The time will kick in and it will catch up. You can't run from bad karma. And the people that did me wrong, the people who did me dirty, there's already something on their soul that's marked. There's already something that's marked on them. And those people are all just going to be in the same shithole together. They could say there's no faith. They could say there's no God and there's no soul or whatever. They can keep saying that to themselves. But all those people are miserable sacks of shit. All those people are hopeless. And that's why they conform to the same agenda. And that's why they're in their little mobs. And the little cliques that all feel the same way. Because that's all they can do is relate to each other who are miserable. And they don't like me. Yeah, sure, I'm naturally talented. They don't like me because I keep going.